G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do another inspection video of a game that came out I think last month called Palworld, and it's not going to be a tutorial, just a quick look at the game, see how it runs, see what it looks like, the gameplay, what's it like for an older person like me to play. So if you like the video, make sure that you like and subscribe, and let's go have a quick look at it. So the reason why I'm playing this game is because I have two young daughters and I gave them an option of 3 games. I wanted to play another one, my wife wanted to play another one, and my 2 daughters wanted to play this game. So a couple of questions about the game. Is it childish? Yes, it is, but that's also the fun of the game. Does it have survival aspects? Definitely. Does the game run well? If you have the right setup on your computer, it will run just fine. Just make sure you go onto your Steam page and make sure. The crafting technology, that sort of stuff, very interesting. There is a really good progression in the game. I'm only up to level 15, and so I've only been playing the game for a couple of hours, about 10 hours, something like that. Visually the game looks good, so the world is quite good. It's quite a large world as well, so there's plenty to be done. But I've always been a little bit hesitant on games like this. It reminds me a lot of Pokemon. It's Pokemon-ish, but that's kind of the charm of it. So once you get into the nuts and bolts, there's actually quite a lot going on in the game, which can be quite fun. And there's also a lot of things that you can individualize, and you can have your own playthrough. So basically, you're thrown into a world. You put down what's called a PAL box, which is your center base kind of thing. And then from then on, you explore out into the world and try to capture as many animals, different animals as you can. Use those animals to work for you. Start slowly progressing through the tech tree. But each animal has its own characteristic. Each animal does different things, skills, fights differently. Some are just for planting, some are just for production. So it's quite an interesting game. But you do actually have to go through all the characteristics of the different animals to find the one that you want. But anyway, let's have a quick look through. As I said, really quick, my base I threw up in maybe a couple of minutes. The building is really quite good in the game. It's not difficult, but you do need your resources. The resources all go into your chest, so the different characters are picking up their different things and they're taking them back, putting it in the chest for you. So then you can just build directly out of it whatever is in your chest. So the building is extremely simple and really quite easy to use, which is a good thing, but it can also be a little bit simple. So early on in the game, it feels a little bit too childish. It feels like, oh, this is so simple, we're going to finish this game in no time. But after about level 7, that whole notion goes away. When you start going further into the map, all the enemies are a hell of a lot tougher. You have to then start thinking about weapons, your armor, upgrading everyone, upgrading your pals. So in your party, you can throw out your pals, and they will help you either do something at home or they will help you in battle. As you can see, you've got different characters doing different things around the base. We've got people watering, running our mills, collecting our food. The food is not only for us, it's also for the animals. They need to be comfortable, they get sick, they break bones, you need to have medicine for them. But as you can see, I've already started onto some flour so I can make some bread. We've also got things called, what are these things called? Incubators. So throughout the map, you can pick up eggs, you can start getting your own pals and breeding them. I haven't unlocked it yet because the tech tree is a long way, I'm a long way short, but you can see what sort of technology you can go all the way through to the late game with. So 50 levels, I'm only up to 15. I can't advance the base until I get to level 17, so I have to go out into the world and do stuff to try to get up to that level. But there's armor, there's weapons, there's different animals, you can ride the animals, you can fly the animals. So there is still a hell of a lot more in this game that I am nowhere near. It's also got a good system here with the Pal box. So every animal that you collect goes directly into your Pal box. You can then pick and choose, move them around. It also tells you exactly about your base info. We can also use this to fast travel. So I have another base over here, which is just for ore. So we can simply move across the map. And now we've got our own little ore base here. And these guys are just collecting the ore for me. I can take that out, use that in the crafting. And what have we got? 19. So simple as that, and then we'll produce as much as we can, and I've got a worker that will come over and start making ingots for me. As you can see, this little village is all self-sufficient. They're feeding themselves and they're collecting the resources that I need. This sort of game I really like, where you've got to think. It's more of a management game than anything. And that's what I like in a survival crafting game. We might just head over. I've opened up a couple of places over here just to show you the difference in what sort of enemies you're going to be facing. So I'm a level 15 at the moment, but if we go out into the middle of the map, you'll start seeing that the animals are becoming tougher, and you're definitely going to have to upgrade your weapons and stuff. So automatically, we've also got these bandits, and they can be quite tough. But around here, we're starting to get into level 17 animals, that sort of stuff. I might just get out of here because I'm going to die. We'll go over to this one here. So, like Valheim, when you die, your body stays, or your grave will stay there, so you can go back and pick it up. So there's no problems with that. So we just came from that blue place over there. And if you have a look around here, you can see 25 level now. And further on in the map, there's also different animals. There's lots of secrets in the game. There's secret caves. There's secret bosses that you have to find. Have I been up to that one? I'm not too sure. The game looks good. Like I said, the game runs good. There are a couple of glitches. Occasionally when you log into your server, there's things missing. Sometimes the game doesn't run exactly perfect. Sometimes when you go into a new area, it will also get a bit glitchy. You log out, log back in, it seems to run quite well. My computer is set up as a gaming computer, so it runs it perfectly. My wife's just put in a new graphics card. Hers runs perfectly. The two girls is slow and can be a bit glitchy at some points in the game, but we'll upgrade their computers as well. But there seems to be a lot going on in the game. I'm really enjoying it. And price. So it depends on which country you live in, of course. So in the Philippines here it was about $18. Is it worth 18 bucks? Definitely. Okay, just for the, I don't know how long I've been playing it. 20 hours now. So I've been playing for 20 hours, and so I think if you get $1 per hour, you know, I'm old school. I'm old school. I used to go down to the fish and chip shop and put in 20 cents to play a game for 20 seconds. So I think if you can get $1 and you get an hour play out of something and you enjoy it, I think it's worth it. And I think that there should be another 80 hours in the game, which is a great thing. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to say too much about what happens in the game. If you're going to buy it, I don't like to spoil games for people. There's lots to do. There's lots of adventure in the game. There's lots of fun. There's lots of dying. There's lots of fighting. Lots of crafting. Lots of technology, and lots to explore. Anyway, if you like my quick review of the game, give it a 7 out of 10, which is quite surprising for what I initially thought was a child's game. But very interesting, very much fun, and I hope that you like the video and also go and have a look at some of my other videos on different content. Until then, we will see you in the next one. Salada.